Alright, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another Warframe showcase video. Today we're going to be talking about Voruna. She is a Wolframe and she is a really good melee Warframe. She's really fun Warframe. Love the way I have her dripped out. And right now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about her passive. We're going to go over her abilities separately. And we're going to go over making a build for her. And then from there we're going to go into a mission and kind of show you how she synergizes or how the general playstyle is for her. And yeah, so let's get right into it. To show you all right now, I don't have anything on her, no companion, so it's just this. What are we gonna do? Okay, so need to explain her passive. So she technically has four passives you gotta take managed. Each one does something differently. The way you activate them is you hold down um, whichever one you need, but you hold down whatever ability it's tied to. So let's say the first one, right? The Shroud of Dinar. That one, when you hold down your first ability, you get faster parkour velocity. Fans of Rux, however you say that. That one's a really good one. That's a good passive. That one you're gonna get status immunity. Um, I feel like I butchered that so much. It is what it is. Um, Going into Light says hunts. That one when you hold it down, what does it do? Barely even use this one. I guess you get heavy attack efficiency. So if you have like a Tenokai build, you're modding for heavy attacks or you use them frequently. That's a good third ability. And for your fourth ability, if you hold it down, that one will grant you an extra life. So you avoid death if you're in a situation where you feel like you're gonna die. Pop that once you gain that extra health. Now once you cheat death that once, it'll go on cooldown for what I believe 60 seconds. So just keep that in mind. And we're gonna go into her abilities. So Shroud of Dinar. Essentially what this does, so if you hold it down, tells you right there, increase parkour velocity. So right now I'm running. Let me take it off. So this is a rolling average. Right now we'll go over her stats by the way, but just want to go over this real quick. Bullet jumping. Do that. So you kind of see the pace, right? Hold it. This is what the passive does. You move faster. Really good. Now you can pair this with a first ability, which makes you go invisible. And the best way I would recommend you look at it would be as if you're like a wolf on the hunt. You're stalking. Because your invincibility, it lasts a good amount of time, but not so long. Just enough for you to get the jump on someone. So if, let's say you have a lot of aggro, you need to relocate, pop it, you go invisible, sneak up behind an enemy, hit them, and upon breaking your invisibility, you get an increase in crit chance. So you really start messing people up, and you have it for a short amount of duration. Then you go back to your regular crit chance. So that's pretty much how that works. And let's go break down the numbers real quick so you can see what I mean. So Shroud of Dinar, like I said, you go invisible, you relocate, you go attack an enemy. Upon that, you get an increase in crit chance, you get an increase in crit damage, status chance, and the buff can last 8 seconds, depending on how you mod for it. So that's pretty much what that does. Now to show off second ability. So second ability, if you hold down the ability, you get immune to status effects. So this is the one I normally use because I forgot to mention the first ability. So she is kind of slow when you run. Activating your first ability gives you a little bit of a speed boost. So there's that. So second ability is a really good one. You can pair this with your first ability, which I'm going to show you right now. If you're like on the prowl, see a bunch of enemies here, Hit him with a second. That guy's inflicted with multiple status effects. Upon killing that guy, it'll spread them to others. And yeah, that's pretty much what that does. It's really good if you're running any sort of build with like condition overload, anything like that. That's what it does. Let me see if I can do it again. We'll see the Anna group. So, say this guy, right? See how it spreads it out? Go over here. Yeah. In higher levels, as you're spreading status effects, your melee builds start getting a lot stronger, especially if you combine it with your first, so just keep that in mind. So, what's my... Okay, good, perfect. So, your third ability, so like I said, if you hold it, you get an increased heavy attack efficiency. That's what that looks like. It helps you on the combo counter. So if you're building up your combo counter, you won't drain a lot of it. So just keep that in mind. See if you want a mod for that. So third ability, what it does is this is your support tool. So if you are going through a tear, what you do is if you melee enemies, they'll drop health orbs. And if you headshot enemies, they'll drop energy orbs. You can see right there, dropping orbs. Is just to keep yourself and the squad up. You can pair her with a sniper or any sort of precision rifle for that if you want to make use of it. If you want, you don't have to, but that's pretty much what that does. Is there more to it? Let's double check. Oh, I forgot. You can also increase this this ability because I just read that. You can increase the duration on the ability if you hit enemies who are affected by status. So it really pairs well with your second ability. And going on to your fourth, which is really fun. This one, what it does is you get on all fours, you assume some sort of like attack position, and you go forward, hitting a lot of enemies with you and your hounds. It's a damage over time, so initial damage will be 5,000, and after that it'll take 5,000. It'll take 1,000 damage per second. And I'll show off what that looks like. This is your front ability, and by the way, if you hold your fourth ability, you get an extra life. So spawn these guys in. Going over here. You can move with it, by the way. You don't have to necessarily just stay on the ground. Those swipes are how many times you can go attack. So there's 1, there's 2, 3, and yeah. Every time you use one, it goes up in damage, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, now we're gonna get into modding her. We are going to go over her stats, and we're gonna see how we're gonna mod her. So, looking at her stats, base with no mods, she has a health pool of 555. She has shields that are 370. She has an armor of 200. She has an energy pool of 150. Sprint speed of 0.95, so she's just a little bit slower than normal. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, seeing what you've seen with her abilities, how would you approach modding her? So for me, my perspective, and I do want to get the disclaimers out of the way, if I use any sort of set mods, you can get them in Cetus, Fortuna, and Deimos. Um, if I have a prime mod, and you don't have it, you can use a regular mod. The prime variants come out with Baroque too. You just got to keep an eye out for when he shows up, see what prime mods he has. And also, this build is going to be for new players or people who are picking up Voruna who don't know what to expect from her. And just to give you a template of how you want to mod her, this is sort of beginner slash mid game player friendly, nothing late game. So nothing super high end, nothing super like nothing post new war type mods. So yeah, going into that, seeing what we've already got, knowing that Voruna is a melee frame, I'm gonna throw on Steel Charge for the melee abilities. I don't know if these affect her fourth, but yeah, I'm gonna run this because she is a melee focused frame. And seeing how she plays out, I'm definitely gonna want to go with duration. So I'm gonna throw on some flow for energy. I'm gonna throw on prime continuity or regular continuity if you have it for duration. I am gonna throw on prime vigor or vigor if you have it. And throw that on for some survivability. Want to throw on from there because I do want to lean into the strength. So throw on intensify there. Throw on a little bit of range. This one would be um, this one should be available early on stretch for ability range. And if you want to go more in on the strength, I'm gonna throw on some augur secrets, which you can get over at Cetus. Some duration. Once again, you can get this at Cetus. Um, you can throw on augur reach for some more range, but that's only gonna affect the radius of your fourth. And also the status effects proccing on your second, so just keep that in mind. So we're leaning more with this build on range and duration, a little bit of strength, because she is going to do a lot of damage, but your main damage when you use her is going to be based off your melee. So that's what we're going to run with to begin with. You have survivability, you have energy, duration with these mods, strength, and range with these. This is just to get you started, and if you want to see how that goes, how that scales now, let's up these to, oh god, let's up these to level 60. By the way, the only reason I'm using these melee weapons is because I'm using them for mastery, so yeah. Did I not spawn them in? There you go. Alright, so first ability, it's gonna last longer. Right now we have it at 24 seconds. I move faster. Combine that with your fourth, you go really, really fast. You can use her in spam missions for the stealthiness. So there's that. Let me get some energy. Going into her second ability. Hit this guy. Yeah. Mind you, these are level 60 enemies with a build that's supposed to be for beginner slash like mid-game players, so she's pretty strong. You spawn them again so you can kind of see how this synergizes with her first. So I'm gonna go invisible. See this guy, hit it. You can also engage it from far. Yeah, and it messed up everyone on this side. Alright. Going on to her third. So I'm gonna showcase how you can increase the duration on this. So I'm gonna hit this guy. Oh, everyone already died. Oh, I didn't even cast my... And you see how the duration increased because of enemies dying from status effects. So there's that. Remember, with this ability, headshots grant you energy orbs, so... And then melees drop health orbs. It's a good way to keep yourself up if you're going in on the enemies. Can I say something? I wish these were weapons instead of actual skins. Could have had some really fun weapons. And then, showing off your fourth ability now. By the way, a little bit of a thing to note. If you are in your first ability and you are invisible, this won't break your invincibility. Yeah. And show it off again. As you can see, we're dealing more damage too. We're covering more ground. And then a little neat thing you can do. Spawn them in. Go invisible. Activate my fourth. Hit this guy. Hit him again. Spread the statuses. And just nuke everyone. Really fun Warframe. She's a Warframe. I highly recommend you pick her up. She's definitely worth it. And yeah, right now we're gonna go into a live duration. Oh god, live demonstration. We're gonna show off how she synergizes, how to use her well, and yeah, then off you go. Give me 1 second while I cut to my ship. Alright, and we're back. So I already have my stuff equipped. I'm gonna run down what I have for my Voruna, and then we'll get into a mission. So I am running Steel Charged. I am running Augur Secrets, Umbral Intensify for the strength. I'm running Prime Continuity and Augur Message for duration. I'm running a Mars Hatred for the armor and strength. And then I'm running Stretch for a little bit of range. So that's what's going on with my side of things. I'm running also Molt Augmented for extra ability strength. So that should give me up to like 200 strength. And I'm running Arcane Fury because on crit hit there's a chance of me increasing my melee damage, which is what I'm gonna wanna have for my melee weapons. So yeah, usually when I run Voruna, I wanna have something that can do a lot of damage and a lot of crit on the weapon. So this is why I'm also running the Uraza. I'm using the Kuva Comb just because I do like to get close, and I'm using this just in case I need to hit some headshots. But yeah, usually when I run her, I just run melee. So yeah, I'm also running my Doge. Anyways, what are we going to run? I wonder if there's anything here in the invasions. I'm trying to go with a Snipertron Vandal, which is a weapon I haven't mastered yet. Nothing interesting, alright. Should we go for a rescue? I think we should go for a rescue. Is there a rescue nightmare mission? Really nothing. That's sad. Alright, let's do an exterminate. Yeah, let's just do that. And just cause I can, because I want to, I'm gonna do an exterminate here in the Zariman. So Yeah, oh, and Corpus is around. Let's go. With her, you don't necessarily have to be quiet. It's just more melee focused. If you get in a spot that's like too hot, you're gonna wanna um, dip out of there. Right off the rip, once you start a mission, just activate whatever passive you want. I don't know why I'm looking for these freaking things. Yeah, just what you want to do is just go on and I need to have energy because I don't have any energy right now. So hopefully I bump into some Maximus units, gets some energy so I can start cycling to my abilities. And I might even take on a Void Angel. Where is in the bottom? Come on, dude. I don't think with the build I have I can take on a Void Angel. I mean I can, but it's gonna take forever. See how my passive saved me? If you're ever in a situation where you're thinking that I just hold your fourth ability down. Oh, there it is. Need to stock that energy because I don't have energy enough. Okay, I gotta reload. Sorry, I usually have much to talk about, but wow, that was fast. Not much going on. I think I'm gonna make a video talking about oh, I haven't been playing Battlefield. She's in a bad game, but still. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much how you're gonna want to play her, man. I was too locked in on not dying, so yeah. Well, essentially, what you do is you hit your first to go get around, pounce on them with your second ability if there's a group of them, kill them right away, spread the status effects, and yeah, fourth ability is really strong. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Voruna. I think she's one of the frames that's gonna get primed this year. I think.
Let all the systems see that the Zariman is
I know Citrina's one of them, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Stan actually be another one getting primed this year too.
everyone pulling
But
together.
yeah, let me know what you think down below. Do you like Bruna? Do you like how she plays? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you all have a good Monday. Be safe. And I'll catch you all next week when we cover Vauban. So peace. Be safe out there, right? Bye.